Why won't Schumer do it? I mean, you voted to open the government.
Well, I mean, I really kind of led the charge back in March about, keeping our government open. And I thought I might be the only Democrat. And there was enough people back in March. And I said, I'm going to be right there in September when this comes back. And if I'm the only Democrat, I'll still be there because it's wrong to shut our government down.
Does Schumer hate you for this?
No, of course he doesn't. He doesn't hate me. We might disagree with it right now. And where I'm here tonight to have a conversation because I'm going to have a conversation with the other side. And that's where I'm at. And I'm going to show up and talk to anyone that invites me to be here because we really need each other, and I want to have. And one other thing I refuse to do as a Democrat, I'm not going to call you a fascist or a Nazi. I'm not going to compare anyone to like Hitler or anything. That's wrong. And if you resort to that thing, you've lost the plot. It's like because if you call him a fascist, then you have to think, well, maybe the people that vote for him, and I know people that love for him, is a fascist. That's just not true. And I know people that voted for the other side, and they're not trying to destroy our Constitution.
Yeah, we got to talk a little more about John Fetterman. Obviously, I've shown you guys different clips here or there, over the past couple of weeks of John Fetterman, senator out of Pennsylvania, going against the Democrat Party. Speaking out against them, calling them out, and rightfully so, right? He's telling the truth, but it's wild to watch a Democrat speak out loud what the truth actually is. You don't see that. You don't see it at all from the Democrat Party. I can't think of any Democrat within like the past 4 years that has actually come out and be like, here's the truth. A Democrat politician. Obviously, I just posted a YouTube short, I don't know, maybe yesterday or the day before yesterday, of Van Jones, right, coming out and saying that the Democrat Party is screwed. Like, they're cooked. Which I thought was absolutely hilarious. If you haven't seen that, definitely go and check it out. I posted it as a YouTube short either yesterday or a couple of days ago. So scroll through those and you'll find it pretty quickly. But yeah, from a Democrat politician, you don't really get the truth a whole lot. But then also, I want to play this other clip before we get into the meat and potatoes of this. Of what is this guy's name? Frank Luntz. Yes, I know, Frank Luntz. Yes. And I want to show you guys what he actually says because it's very telling. To hear this out of his mouth, I think says a lot. So with that being said, let's dive in.
I believe that the shutdown is politically motivated. I believe that if they wanted to, they could find common ground, but they choose not to. And that has hurt the Republican brand, the Republican reputation. Their numbers are down, as you point out in your own polling of Donald Trump. But the numbers that have fallen the worst, to my surprise, are the Democrats.
Listen, I know the audio is pretty staticky, and I apologize about that, but please just pay attention to what he's saying. I know this audio is messed up. It's not me. It's the audio from the actual video. Okay, I just wanted to point that out there for anybody that was like, man, what is going on with this static? It's the video. I apologize, but just listen to what he's saying.
But the numbers that have fallen the worst, to my surprise, are the Democrats. Everyone is being hurt by this. Everyone's credibility and respect, and looking at the government, and the public just looks at this and says, why? Why can't you find some agreement? Why can't you give? Why can't you cooperate? And that's going to be a very big question Wednesday and Thursday when this election is over. It is hurting the Republicans, but it seems to be hurting the Democrats even more.
Yeah. Now, do I think it's really hurting Republicans? No, not really. The only people that it possibly could be hurting the Republic. The only way it would be hurting the Republicans is with far leftists who weren't going to vote Republican anyway, right? Duh. Doesn't really matter. It's the people in the middle that actually matter. And I think for the most part, the people in the middle are blaming Democrats, and rightfully so, because that's the truth. It's actually Democrats' fault. Republicans in the House have already passed it. They're done, which is also funny because Democrat politicians were walking around. Oh, well, where are House Republicans? Are House Republicans over here? Hey, House Republicans, are you there? You know, they were making these cheesy TikTok videos, trying to rag on Republicans for not actually being there, but then they failed to mention that Republicans have already done their job in the House. They've already passed it. And in the Senate, Republicans have voted yes on it, and we've gotten a few Democrats to vote yes, one of them being John Fetterman, who we're going to get back to in just 1 second. So it's genuinely Democrats' fault. This isn't just a right-wing talking point. That is just facts. And anybody that can Google anything can figure that out for themselves very, very easily. So, it's also really weird that Democrats are trying to lie about this because, you can easily Google that. That's easily Googleable. And Google will tell you, yeah, there needs to be some more Democrats to vote yes. That's easy. That's easy. Very, very easy. But, John Fetterman is about to get kicked out of this party, guys, because, I'll play part of one clip because I've already shown you guys a couple of these clips before, here or there, as a part of other videos. But here's one of those clips from John Fetterman.
Here we are in Washington, D.C., and it is shut down. But now here, it's both Pennsylvania's voice here in the U.S. Senate, even though we are in a different party. And we both want to talk about why we believe it's so important to reopen this government.
23 days, 12 votes. Senator Fetterman and I have both voted to open up the government. We agree on that 100%. It's really starting to hurt Pennsylvania. And Pennsylvanians, air traffic controllers, border patrol, and also 2 million recipients of SNAP. We've got to get the government open. That's our main responsibility. And I'd say that regardless of what party's in the majority.
So I think our votes are about country over party at this point. And now we have 2 million Pennsylvanians that rely on SNAP. That's gone us.
So there you have that clip. And here is the other one that I've already shown you guys. I'm not going to play the whole thing either.
So what are you hearing back home about SNAP expiring on Saturday?
I'm saying that I will witness it firsthand. My wife, Giselle, she develops the free store in our community, and it distributes food 3 times a week. And her lines have already got longer. And now I will encounter people that have no SNAP benefits starting on Saturday, and I don't have an explanation for them. All I could say is, I'm sorry. It's an absolute failure what occurred here for the last month, and now things are really going to land. And imagine being a parent with a couple kids and how you're going to fill their refrigerator and pack their lunches and get on with their lives when the things that they've depended on now is gone.
Yeah, so you heard that there. He has been ragging on the Democrat Party, and he recently went on to CNN with Jake Tapper, and he did it all over again. On the Communist News Network, he did it all over again. When I tell y'all, John Fetterman is going to get primaried because he is absolutely, dropping bombs on his party. Not literally, okay? Not literally. They are definitely going to primary this guy. He's speaking too much truth. The Democrat Party cannot handle this much truth. And that is facts. Mark my words, John Fetterman will not be in the Democrat Party for much longer. I'm telling you now. You heard it here. Okay? But let's jump right on into his segment on CNN with Jake Tapper. Check it out.
Senator, thanks for joining us. So, as you know, 42 million Americans, including 2 million Pennsylvanians, will not receive food stamp or SNAP benefits this month because funding officially lapsed yesterday. The White House says this is the fault of Democrats for shutting down the government. Democrats note that the Trump administration is not dipping into the contingency funds for SNAP, and they think that Trump is doing that to pressure Democrats. How do you see it? Who do you blame for this?
Well, for me, fundamentally, I'm deeply distressing to know that 42 million Americans are going to lose their SNAP benefits. And now that's one of the big reasons why I refuse to shutting our government down. And again, I feel like the Democrats really need to own the shutdown. I mean, we're shutting it down. I know why they claim, because they want to address the tax credits, and I fully support that. I voted for all of their RCRs, every single time, and I refuse to put 42 million Americans in the kinds of food insecurity. Now, this is all is solved by just reopen our government, and the people are now paid. Now, if we are the party that are fighting for working people. Now, as far as I'm aware, every single union that's involved in this is now demanding to us to reopen that. That's the side that I'm in through this. And now the 4 airlines are now saying we really have to stop this right now. And why do we really want to make flying less safe by forcing this times of situation and making things that much stressed? So it's not something I support of, and I don't want to be involved. And now we can find a way forward. We need to find a way forward. And I do believe we can achieve these kinds of tax credits. And this is something I support, but it's the wrong tactic. It was wrong when the Republicans did it. It's wrong now that we seem to be driving it.
Senators say that bipartisan talks to end this logjam seem to be gaining steam, though an actual agreement is out of reach as of now. Do you know where these bipartisan talks to end the shutdown are? We're on day 33 of the shutdown, obviously.
I sure hope so. I mean, this is an absolute fail. It's embarrassing, honestly. If we can't even kind of, keep the lights on like this, and now reminding everybody, federal workers have had to borrow more than $1/3 billion just to pay their own bills. I mean, those are the kinds of workers that make this, and they're really suffering now too. And now people can't count on their SNAP benefits, and now also WIC and Head Start. These are the kinds of people, why I'm a Democrat, fighting for people that just like that. Now, it seems like we're moving against our core values to keep our government shut down at this point, as now we're approaching 33 days now.
Yeah. So let's talk about the issue that Democrats say they're fighting for in the shutdown. Pennsylvania's Obamacare marketplace says that more than 150,000 Pennsylvanians are going to lose their coverage if these enhanced premiums expire at the end of the year. In Allegheny County, where you live, average monthly health care costs are projected to rise 75%. In rural Juniata County, those prices are going to jump a staggering 435%. Have any Republicans offered you any assurances?
Here they go with their fear-mongering again. Oh my goodness, things are going to collapse. The world is going to collapse. Healthcare is going to go down the drain. Oh my goodness, nobody's going to be able to. Come on now, stop it, bro. Stop it. What were the numbers that he said? I want to play that again, because sometimes when these leftists start spewing out this fear-mongering stuff, I don't know, it's like subconsciously I just start tuning out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just start ignoring everything it is that they're saying, because I know it's a bunch of nonsense. It's the same thing that they've done every single time that Republicans or Trump has gotten in control. Oh my goodness, we're not gonna have any more elections. Oh, what do you know? We have more elections. Oh my goodness, we're gonna go into World War III. Oh, what do you know? No World War III. Oh my goodness, the economy is going to crash by the middle of next year. If Trump gets in office, guys, everything's gonna go down the drain. Oh, what do you know? We've made it past mid next year, and we're still rolling. Actually, we're almost at the end of the year, and we're still rolling. So, like, what are you talking about? It's always fear-mongering from these folks. So sometimes I just be tuning this stuff out subconsciously, So let me run it back. Let me run it back just a little bit.
Or in the shutdown. Pennsylvania's Obamacare marketplace says that more than 150,000 Pennsylvanians are going to lose their coverage if these enhanced premiums expire at the end of the year. In Allegheny County, where you live, average monthly health care costs are projected to rise 75%. In rural Juniata County, those prices are going to jump a staggering 435%. Have any Republicans
75% and 435%? Come on now, that don't even sound realistic. we can just keep this surface level, right? Let's just keep this a surface level discussion. We ain't even got to go deep into it. If insurance companies don't have any customers paying for insurance, how the fuck are they going to make money? I rest my case. Oh my goodness, insurance is going to go up 400%. Yeah, then nobody buys it. So how is the insurance company going to make money then? So don't you think they're going to lower prices to where people will actually pay for it so they can actually make some type of profits? All right, then. Bro, and that's surface level. Obviously, we could dive deeper into the whole discussion, but that's a whole video on its own. But just surface level, bro. Come on. 400, what do you say, 435%? Like, come on, bro. Really? Really? Now, I will admit, the healthcare industry is quite expensive. We do need some overhauling of the healthcare industry. But their premiums going to go up 435%. Yeah, then nobody pays for it. Then nobody buys it. Now what? What's the insurance company going to do then? Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Oh, man. These folks, bro. These folks. And they do it every time. Every time. You would have thought they would have learned by now to, like, stop doing this nonsense. But it's honest. Actually, you know what? Maybe they're hoping that come 28, they'll win things back. Maybe they're thinking this was just a blip on the radar, Uncle Trump winning this time around, and they'll be able to pull it off once Trump is off the ticket. That's the only explanation, other than these folks just being absolutely evil, which I guess that's part of it too. It's probably a combination, right? Just evil individuals who constantly want to lie to garner more control and power. But then also, they think once Trump is off the ticket, they can possibly get a win. And once they realize, oh crap, we still lost in 28 and Trump's not on the ticket, then I think, and I've said this before, then I think you'll start to see a splitting of the Democrat Party, where you'll have folks who are going to realize, yeah, this direction ain't working. We're going to go off, and then you're going to have the far left lunatics who are going to plant their flag and stay in it, right? And they're never going to win anything ever again. They might win some small election somewhere at some point, but that's going to be about it. That's just my humble opinion. That's just my prediction on it. But let's jump back into what Fetterman was saying.
Offered you any assurances that they will work with Democrats to actually do something to prevent this from happening if Democrats reopen the government?
Yeah, well, I absolutely do believe, because a lot of those counties that you just referenced now, they're all very, very red. And then I do believe many Democrats now realize, and now Republicans realize, that we have to address this and extend these tax credits. And I absolutely hope that we do. This is what I'm saying. Like, I fully support these things, but this is the wrong tactic. And right now, by doing this, our government shut down, we're getting neither of those things. And they guarantee you're going to get your SNAP benefits, and you're not going to get those kind of tax credits that we all need. Reopen this thing, and we can find a way forward. That's the way democracy operates for right now.
Listen, I think you should just let the free market do its thing, and the prices will adjust. Prices will adjust, right? Because people got to make their money. Insurance companies want to make their money. Doctors want to make their money. Hospitals want to make their money as well. So the prices will adjust. But when you have the government stepping in and subsidizing everything, they can just jack the prices up to whatever, right? You see that all over the place. I mean, you see that on college campuses as well. For some of you who have been blessed enough to be on this earth longer than I have, what was the price of college back when you went? And what's the price of college now? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not just simple inflation. That is the government stepping in, throwing money at them, and them saying, all right, well, we'll keep taking your dollars. That's cool. You know, hey, matter of fact, we're about to hire 30 more other people that mean a bunch of nothing, right? And we're going to start charging these folks a lot more. So it's just absolutely ridiculous. The government needs to step out of the way and let the free market do its thing, because at the end of the day, these companies are going to want to make their money, and charging people nearly 500% higher prices is not going to be conducive to them actually making money. I mean, that's just common sense. We ain't even got to take a deep dive into it. That's just surface level common sense stuff. But you got these people like Jake Tapper trying to fearmonger people. Oh my goodness, things are going to be so unaffordable. Yeah, okay. Let's try it out to see. Let's try it out to see, because the last time I checked, just about every other time that you guys have fearmongered us about something, it never happened. It never happened. I'm just saying. But anyway, y'all get in the comments and let me know your thoughts and your opinions. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe if you are done with these nonsense. Yeah, I was about to say something crazy. If you are done with the nonsense from the liberals and Communist News Network, all right? Stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.